I did. I just didn't have a microphone on. Is it buzzing? Is it buzzing? Okay. Yeah, nobody's there. 7:30 in the morning on a weekend. People sometimes don't make it.
I did that myself on the back for doing 2 days.
That's awesome. Okay, everybody, come on in, please. I'll get you guys to come in here. I'll get you guys to come into the sideline here. Actually, let's go talk in the lobby because there's new people here. I haven't had a chance to talk to you yet. All right, so there's some people here who haven't heard one of my many speeches. So I'll give the normal starting speech today. So this is my name is Coach. I've been a coach for 30 years. I've been teaching pickleball for coming up 20 years. I also play. I do pretty much all of the lessons and programs here at Cedar Brae. My training groups turn threes into fours. That's our objective, is to help people who are ranked 3 point whatever get to 4.0 because they want to compete in 4.0 level tournaments. And if you want to get there, I'll help you do that. The training groups are different from lessons. Lessons are where you come in and learn a thing. Training groups are where you come in and practice the thing that you have learned. So you shouldn't be coming to lessons expecting to get a full lesson. Like, I'm not going to do a whole lesson to teach the whole group how to hit a forehand or how to hit a backhand. I presume that you have that knowledge, that you have a forehand now or you have a backhand. What I will do is give you something to work on every day that will help improve whatever it is that you have, if you have something to improve. Today we're really going to be working on contact point. Those of you who were here yesterday, we were working on contact point yesterday. That is the single most important thing. So we're going to work on contact point today. But that's different from a whole lesson. We're going to spend the practice focused on one particular element of forehand, which is the contact point. Anybody have any questions about how lessons and training groups are? Where we contact the ball. Yeah, out in front. And I'll get to that when we're on court. So there's two groups here today, 250, 300. There isn't much of a difference between a 250 and a 300 group, other than 300s tend to have a little more racket sports experience than 250s, and the dots are a little further apart, right? If somebody's in a 250 class and they make really good progress on especially the contact point, I'm going to move them to 350 or to 300 fairly quickly. 250 we tend to do more stationary stuff. 300 we tend to do more movement stuff. Most people don't spend a lot of time at 250. So if you're in 250, you're probably not going to be there for very long. You're going to move to 300 probably fairly quickly. Once you get the contact point down, that's the most important thing. If you don't have the contact point down, I can't move you to 300 because you don't have the ball control that you need yet. So once you have that ball control, you're in 300. 300, we work on ball control with some movement. 350, we start working on actual drills, like complex drills. 400, it's all about mastering battle drills. And 450 is just high intensity training. High intensity training. It's intended to send you home very, very tired. But that's not what we're doing here today. All right. Any questions about how the courses are arranged?
I have a question about what I saw on the website. There's some sort of
early morning sort of fitness things.
Yep.
Do you do that as well? Or?
Absolutely, I do that. I'm here 7 days a week.
What should one who's just sort of learning? So you just come and
just come. Yep. Sign up and anybody can come.
Leveled.
No, it's not leveled. A good example would be an activity. Let's say we're doing high intensity interval training. Somebody who's at a high level will do every single set to 15. Somebody who's just starting out might do every second set, and they might do 5 instead of 15. Right? So you can
scale it up.
Exactly. Yeah. It's all about volume and intensity.
And are they pickleball things, or are you doing?
Everything I do is pickleball related. Right? I've taught 5 different racket sports. These are training programs I've used in other racket sports, but this has been tailored specifically for pickleball. It's really primarily about balance and hip strength. Because those are the 2 things you need. Hip, yeah, your hip strength. Yeah, balance and hip strength. If you want to play pickleball, you need strong hips, right? So, all right, good question. Any other questions about anything related to pickleball right now? Okay, so we're going to go in the room. The 250s are going to be over here, the 300s over here. Today, you'll notice the dots are just like 24 inches further back on one side or 18 inches further back on this side than this side. I think forehand today, or 300 we're working on forehand, right? And 250 we're working on backhand. Only other difference, the dots are the same. We're just, instead of hitting with one side of our racket, we're hitting with the other side of our racket. It's all about ball control and that moment when the racket touches the ball. You have to master that moment. If you can master that moment, you'll be able to start to progress through the levels. And then the other thing I'm really going to harp on today is this wrist position. So we want to have the racket out in front of us. We don't want to be hitting like this. We want to have the racket, it can be down like this, that's fine, but there needs to be this orientation. It's kind of an L shape back here. Not fully an L, but okay, on the backhand, it's going to be a little bit different. On the forehand, it's like this. Our backhand, we just want to make sure that we have the ball out front. Anyway, let me do that when we get in the room. All right, let's go. Let's go.
250s on the right.
250s are, no, yes, 250s on the right, 300s on the left. All right, so let me get the 300 started quickly, and then I'll come over and see you guys. You guys can just start bumping balls back and forth from dot to dot. Try and hit as many backhands as you can. I'll be here in just a couple minutes once I get them started. Okay, 300s. 300s, you're going to go grab a partner? Yeah. Lonnie's going to be my partner for a minute here. Okay. So we're going to do, we have an odd number, which is kind of awkward today, but we'll get there. All right, so you guys are just going to warm up dot to dot. We're going to skip, actually, let's do our structured warm up first. Okay, everybody, a change of plans. I just changed my mind, I'm sorry. I'm going to teach you the structured warm up. We're going to learn the first half of the structured warm-up today. So Lonnie and I will demonstrate it because Lonnie's already done it. So we're going to do, the first is 10 balls in the V. So I hold my arms out, I make a V. I want to feed 10 balls to her, or sorry, 5 balls to her. She's going to feed 5 balls to me inside the V. Okay, let's do that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, that's it, 10. So stop at 10. Do not go to 11. Stop at 10. All right? Okay, go back to your dots. Yes. Doesn't matter. We're just in the V. Yep, just in the V. All right, 10 in the V. All right, let's do 10 in the V. Lonnie. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Oh, that was 11. That was 11. Aim for the dots. Do you guys know how to count to 10? Okay. If you don't stop at 10, practice is going to go on forever. Okay. So it's 10 attempts, not 10 successful completions. 10 attempts. If you fail 10 times, that's fine. Fail 10 times, then we're going to move on. Okay, so our next thing is we're going to pick one side of our body. We're going to do this side of our body. We're going to do 10 on this side of our body. So I'm going to stand to this side of my dot. You're going to stand to that side of your dot so that we can aim at our dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry about that. 7, 8, 9. Oops. 10. That was terrible. All right. 10. 10 down this side of your body. So stand to the side of your dot. Ready? All right. That was 11. That was 11. 11 I'll take. Okay. All right, 10 down the other side of our body now. So we're going to move to the other side of our dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oops, 8, 9, 10. There we go. We stopped at 10. All right, now we're going to go diagonal. So in our case, it's going to be forehand to forehand. We're still going to aim for each other's dots. Oops, sorry. Good. Stop and restart. 4, 5, aim for my dot. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. You were aiming for my dot, right? Yes and no? I'm going to stand a little to the side. You're going to stand a little to the, yeah, you would stand a little to that side of your dot, right? Yeah. Yep, that was 10. All right, now we're going to do the other diagonal. So we'll go to the other side of our dots. Yep. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Okay. All right. So that's the first half of our structured warm-up. After this, we would go into figure eights and then our long diagonals. Figure eights are very difficult. We're not quite there yet, so we're just going to do the first half over again. So we're going to do 10 in our V, then we're going to do 10 down one side, and we're going to do 10 down the other side, 10 one diagonal, 10 the other diagonal. So just go back and just do it all. You don't have to wait for me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now pick one side. This side, okay. No, we're going to go down one side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, oops, 9, 10. Oh, that was terrible. I'm sorry, Lonnie. Let's do the other side. Good. Now we'll do diagonal. Yeah, kind of like that. Good. Okay, now we'll do the other diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oops, 10. Good. Done? All right, give me a second, Lonnie. Are we close to done? You're done? You're past done? Okay. We're going to use Michelle as our anchor, and everybody's going to rotate one position around Michelle. So stay where you are, Michelle. Everybody rotate one position around Michelle. Yep. Rotate. Exactly. Okay, we're going to use me as an anchor. We're going to use me as an anchor, and everybody's going to rotate one around me. So you're going to go there. Kevin's going to come over here. Here we go. Awesome. Okay, next activity in our warm-up is we're going to go, you guys are here for backhand. They're here for forehand. I'm going to get you guys going here forehand. So I'm going to stand on this side of my dot because I'm right-handed. Kevin's going to stand on that side of his dot. And we're going to try and just go forehand to forehand. Oops, wasn't very good. Oh my goodness, we're having a tough time here. All right, let's try that again. There we go, now we got it, Kevin. Okay, so we don't want to bring the racket back behind our body because we're a very close distance. So we want to keep the racket out in front. Oops, a little floppy there. That's all we're doing. All right, you guys can start that. I'm going to get these guys going on backhand. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, Michelle and I are going to demonstrate this. I'm just going to step aside for a second. We're going to go backhand to backhand. So my backhand is here. Your backhand is here. So we're going to go. You can get right behind your dot now, just like I am. Yep. And we're just going to go, oops, backhand to backhand. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to keep going. Good job. So try and hit my dot. Yeah. That's important. All right. That's what I want you guys to do, okay? Ready, Kevin? Let's go. Nice. You almost hit the dot there. Oh yeah, we're doing forehands here, aren't we? Sorry. I got forehand going on one side and backhand going on the other, so I'm getting confused. I said I've got forehand going over here, or backhand going over here, forehand going over here, so I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so one little bit of feedback. When you're training with people at this level, we don't want to be putting too much topspin on the ball because they're going to have trouble handling it. So you just want to be giving them nice flat feeds that sit up nice and easy for them to return. At the 300 level, we're being really cooperative. At the 350, 400, 450, we start to become less cooperative, right? So just keep that in mind. Okay, we're going to rotate one position here. You guys rotate one position, please, around Michelle. Awesome, here we go. It's okay, I got it. Oh, nice, you hit the dot, Susan. You hit the dot. Oh, almost. I like how far back you are, Susan. That's great. I like how far back you are. Yeah, that's good. It does help, doesn't it? Yeah, good stuff. Good job. Okay, let's rotate one position. A little further back from your dot, Lorraine. You're a little too close to it. There you go. Nice. Yeah, you're too close to your dot, Lorraine. Back up. Yeah, back up, create some space. Very good. Much better, Lorraine. Well done. Very good. Oh, nicely done. Oh, sorry. I looked over at them for a second. I looked over at them for a second. Good job. All right, let's rotate one position, please. This is still the warm-up. We're still just warming up here, so rotate one position. Ready? Oh, not so hard, Julie. Nice and easy. Very good. Very good. I like how far back you're staying. Very nice. Very good. You're doing well, Julie. Okay. Good. So one of the things I want you to work on is imagine that the handle extends right through your rack and goes right to the tip. I want you to try and hit it right on that line every time. Okay? Oops. Nice try. You hit the dot, Julie. That was awesome. Oh, I almost hit it again. All right. Okay, everybody, let's take a break, pick up all the balls, put them in the hoppers, then we're going to have another meeting out in the lobby after we've had a drink. You can leave the dots where they are, just pick up all the balls. Doesn't matter, you can put them in any basket for now, any basket. We'll straighten them out later. Now we're going to go have a drink, we're going to have a little discussion in the lobby. Cool enough? Yeah. Okay, so a couple things about, so that was the warm-up. The warm-up, we're not really learning, we're just kind of getting our brain into it. If you happen to be warming up with me, I will say something. I can't help myself. I will mention something. But the warm-up is really just about kind of warming up your brain, warming up your hand, warming up your feet, trying to raise your body temperature a little bit so you're moving. So that's the first half hour of the training session. The second half hour is the teaching session where we're working on something specific. Like I said, today it's going to be all about that contact point. And then in the final segment, the final half hour, we'll be playing a game that emphasizes the contact point. Not an actual game of pickleball, but a little game that where we're trying to reinforce what it is we learned in the second segment. Any questions about what we did in the warm-up? That structured warm-up is going to stick with you. If you're in my programs, you will see it all the way up to the 450 level. We do it every day. That's our warm-up. Our players get really good at it. It makes them really good dinkers and really good ball control people in short. That pattern that we do, today we did the dinking pattern. We do that as a drive pattern, we do it as a volley pattern, and we do it as a drop shot pattern. So once we get into drops and drives and volleys, you'll see that same pattern over and over. So you will have this, if you stick with my programs, you will have this pattern memorized. You will be able to hit all of your shots straight on either side of your body, diagonally, long and short, and you'll be able to do angles off of diagonals or angles off of straights and straights off of angles. Because that's all in that warm-up, in that structured warm-up. So you'll be able to hit all of your shots that way from different distances on the court. And that's what makes you an all-around good player. Okay, so we're going to go back out on the court now. I'm going to set a cone up. We're trying to hit the cone. If you knock the cone over, that's a good thing. But if you don't knock the cone over, I don't want you to get frustrated because the cones are just kind of bait to get you to hit towards something. What really matters is your technique. Are you making good contact out front? I have the dots down for a reason, and that's to make people realize how far behind their dots they need to stay. If I can get you used to staying far back from your dot before you hit every shot, you will become a better player faster. In pickleball, when you want to compete, you've got to keep the ball low over the net. Low. It needs to be within 3 balls of the net. If you are too close to where the ball is bouncing, you're going to have trouble keeping it low. You're going to pop it up. You're going to be a popcorn popper. Popping the ball up, which your opponents are then going to put away. So if I can condition you to stay back from the bounce, stay back from your dot, you're going to be able to get lower and project lower. And it's going to make you a better pickleball player in the long run. Yes?
I have learned this in the last question play with people saying, up to the kitchen line, and you're saying, no, not necessarily.
So there's a difference between the kitchen line and where the ball bounces, right? So being generally at the kitchen line is good practice, but when the ball is coming towards you, if you allow it to land in your feet, which is where the dot is, the dot is the landing spot. If you're standing on top of your dot, if you're standing on top of the spot where it's going to land, you're going to pop it up. So you need to read as the ball is coming over the net. Do I need to move forward and take it in the air before it gets to the dot? Or do I need to back up and create space so that I can take it as a ground stroke? So.
But you're not allowed to go into the kitchen all that.
No. You can go in the kitchen anytime. You just can't hit a ball out of the air.
You got bowling when you're in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you weren't allowed to ever.
No, you can go into the kitchen anytime you want. You can eat your lunch in there. I make a joke about scrolling. You can scroll TikToks while you're in there if you want. Yeah, if you call it the no volley zone, that helps you remember what you're not allowed to do in no volley zone. Yeah, no, you can. Absolutely. Sorry? You can, yeah. You can set up a lawn chair in there if you want. All right. All right. What I want to be careful of is when a student asks a question that everybody doesn't start answering the student, because it makes it impossible for me to do my thing. Okay, so we're going to go in the room. I'm going to set some cones up. We're going to try and hit the cones. We're going to try and stay back from the cones, create some space, because if you create some space, you're going to be able to get that good wrist position that I was talking about. Okay, let's go back in the room. Can you pick up the dots, Lorraine? Just follow behind me and pick up the dots. Awesome, and then you can just throw them in there, Lorraine. Awesome, thank you very much. Yep, right there. Awesome. Oh, Lynn, your name tag fell off. Lynn. Oh. All right. So, you guys are going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to have one person in the penalty box. Julie, I'm going to put you in the penalty box, which means go stand by that post. We're going to have one ball for the court. So I'll take that ball, Susan. All right. And we're going to do, can I borrow your racket for just a second? Kevin, you're going to be my partner. Okay. So we're going to have a little serve. Go ahead, Lanny. Yes. Aim for the cup. Yeah. And then I can aim for either one. Nice. Yeah. And then, oops, rally's over. Okay, we're going to rotate one position. So you're going to go there, Susan? All right. Yeah. Sorry, Kevin, you're here now. Kevin, you can be here. Sure. Kevin, you can be here. My bad. All right. So now you're going to start. You're going to serve Julie. Yep. Good. Oh, rally's over. Okay, rotate one position. Every time you fail, rotate one position. Every time you knock a cone, stop, set it up, rotate one position. Okay? Oops. All right, we're going to do one ball. We'll use Michelle's ball. I'll take this one. Thank you, Patty. Patty, can I just get you to stand here for a second? Okay, we're going to try and go ahead and serve the ball, Michelle. We're going to try and knock cones down. Towards me, yeah. Well, however you want to serve it, just getting started. That'll work. Oops. Rally's over. Okay, so we're going to rotate one position now. Come on in. Right, rotate one position, Michelle. There we go. Okay, you're going to serve, okay, Lynn? All right, aim for a cone. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just continue rallying. We'll do that one over. That didn't last very long. Okay, so rotate, one position. All right, I'll take the ball. So this court always serves. All right, here we go. Okay, rotate one position. We'll get there. We'll get going. Patty's going to serve. Very nice. All right, so are you going to be able to hit a cone if you hit the ball past the cone? No, if you hit it past the cone, you're never going to hit it, right? But if you hit it short, it might bounce and hit it. So you want to try and... Well, I want to get the rally going first so everybody understands the drill, and then I'll talk about that. Okay? Yeah, let's rotate one position. Oh, a little too far. Okay, rotate one position. Oh, a little far. Okay, let's try again. Okay, rotate one position. Good backhand. Good backhand. Good backhand. Good backhand. Look at all these backhands. Backhand. Nice try. Okay, rotate. Good rally. Thank you. Oops. All right, you ready? Good backhand. Good. Oh, nice try. Okay, rotate. Oh, she hit a cone. Did you see that? Awesome. Okay, rotate one position. Right here. There we go. Oh, another cone. There we go. Okay, everybody understand it? So let's pull the cones back to between the green and the blue line. Green and the blue line. Green and the blue line. All right. Okay, you can start, Michelle. Same game, just a little further now. Nice. Oh, rotate. Okay, rotate. Awesome. Nice try. Very good. Okay, rotate. Very close. All right, rotate. Okay, so I'm going to step out. I'm going to leave you guys rotating. We're going to change one small thing. If somebody hits a cone, so let's say we hit Patty's cone. then Patty would stop, stay there, and reset her cone while everybody rotates around her. Okay? So if your cone gets knocked over, you're the anchor for that moment. Exactly. And while everybody rotates around you. Okay? All right, so keep working on it. You're hitting lots of backhands, so. All right, 300s. Let's go back to the 300 line now. Now that everybody understands the drill, pull it back to the red line, back to the red line. Okay, this is our 300 distance right here. All right, so now everybody understands the drill. You guys hit a cone? No? Very close. Oh. Easy, Serena. Oh, so close. There we go! Hit a cone! Awesome. Okay, everybody rotates around Lynn. She stay, no, stay, Lynn, you stay there. Yeah. Okay, let me give you a tip here, ladies. You want to stay far back from your cone so that if it overshoots, you can step forward to hit your ball. You don't want to be standing close enough to your cone that if it overshoots, you need to be backing up. Right? So always start far back so that you can get low and get in to push your ball over the net.
Is like the red line a good place?
That's a good place. Yeah, that's a good distance to start. No, in a regular, well, it might be, depending on what's going on. So, come in for a second. This is really important. So, Michelle is like a lot of people, they're looking for rules. They want black and white rules about what to do, right? There are no rules. There are only guidelines, right? And the guidelines are context dependent, right? So you never lock your mind into, especially something you learn at the beginner level or the low intermediate level about, oh, well, my instructor one time told me I have to do this. Just relax from that. Understand that the game is context driven. So what's happening matters. So you always want to know, where is the ball going to bounce? That's what you're trying to predict. Where is the ball going to bounce? You either want to intercept the ball before it bounces on that spot, or you want to be back from that spot so that you can hit it after it hits that spot. So always be thinking about, where is the ball going to land? And then adjust your body around where the ball is going to land. If the ball is going to land, if I'm standing here, and the ball's going to land there, I can't get in front of it to take it out of the air because I would be in the kitchen. So if it's going to bounce there, I have to let it land there, right? And I have to back up a little bit, right? So that it's not right in my feet. But if it's going to land here, I could be back and take it as a ground stroke, or I could come up ahead of it and catch it in the air before it hits the ground, right? And so you have to always pay attention, where is the ball going to be bouncing, and then make that decision. Do I want to take it out of the air, or do I want to let it bounce? The level you guys are playing at right now, you're probably going to let it bounce a lot. But the higher up you get, the more often you're going to try to take it out of the air. Does that make sense? So I'm not avoiding your question. It's just the answer that, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So when you play drop-in pickleball, there's always going to be people there, bossy people telling you what to do. Always. Just say, yeah, you play your way, you play your way, I'll play my way, I'll figure it out. I'm still learning, right? I'm still learning how I want to play, right? And you just, like anything else in life, you got to deal with bossy people, right? So
when you're talking about contract lengths, is there a spot on the racket you
oh, for sure. Okay, so let's talk about that. Imagine that the handle extends all the way through your racket. You always want to hit it right on this axis somewhere, right? The best place to hit it is, so draw a line right in half, and then a little bit lower, right? Yeah. So the sweet spot on the racket, people think the sweet spot is the midpoint between here and here. The sweet spot is between here and here. The midpoint between here and here. So the sweet spot in the racket is right about there, right?
I mean, I'm really just concentrating on getting the ball. But at least it's in the back of my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's important. So when I'm hitting with you guys or these guys, I'm always thinking about my sweet spot. And I'm always trying to connect my brain to the spot that's halfway between the handle and the top of the racket, which is going to be on this racket somewhere around here. Right? People always think it's up here where the circle is. It's below the circle. They do.
A training racket that
They sell training rackets that are just a small little circle.
you need to light up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way to go.
All right. So think of that. Stay back from the cone to let it bounce, especially if they overshoot the cone, which is happening a lot. And you'll be able to get a better contact point further out front, which will allow you to keep the ball lower. Okay? Yeah. No worries.
I'm taking this as my third, but I've taken a couple lessons from you.
Yep.
I find after just doing this dinking kind of thing that when I go to play, I can't get the ball over the net. You know, I'm so used to dinking that when I get back there to play.
Don't worry about that. Stick with this. Like, look at my players. Look what happens to them, how good they get. Just be patient. Be patient. Don't worry about that. It'll work itself out. Right? All right. Master it here. Then you can master it there. Then you master it in 350. You'll be fine. Okay. All right. Go back to what you were doing, guys. Ah, I like this. Nice. Nice. Good job. Okay, everybody come in for a second. So I was really tied up over there for a few minutes, so I didn't get a chance to come back here, but I see you guys are making good progress. I really like how far back everybody is staying. I don't know if you've noticed, but your balls are really low over the net. If you're farther back from the ball, you can keep the ball lower over the net. This is our height indicator. This is one paddle length, right? So you want all your balls to be in this range over the net, right? The closer you are to the net, the lower your range gets. So when you're in really close, your balls are going to be half this distance. So the length of the paddle this way, 3 balls. That's the height we want to be. So when you're staying back, you're able to do that. I did see some short balls where people stepped in front of their cones. I don't want you to do that. Let it bounce twice. If it's going to bounce short, let it bounce twice. I want everybody to stay behind their cones because I don't want anybody to have a cone tripping accident and end up needing chin stitches or something. All right? Any questions about this drill? Okay. Good. Glad you like it. Okay. Continue what you're doing. Oh, 1 second though. Everybody's had the same person across from them for a while. So we're going to have Lorraine as an anchor. Yeah, but because you end up with the same person across the net from you all the time, so we're going to use Lorraine as an anchor, and everybody's going to move one spot. Everybody move one spot. So Kevin, you're going to go over to the post. Good job. That mixes it up a little bit. Now, whenever, yeah, what's that? No, we just rotated around Lorraine now, so you have a different person across. Yeah. Okay, and we're gonna bring an element of randomness in it. If you knock over somebody's cone, let's say we knocked over Susan's cone, while Susan's picking up her cone, she's gonna stay there. Everybody's gonna rotate one position around her. That'll introduce an element of randomness to the rotation. Okay? No, just reset it up and just stay there. Everybody will rotate around you. Okay? Have we knocked over a cone yet? No? Good job. Let it bounce twice. Oh. Oops. Okay, good job. Nice job. That was a good shot, Michelle. Very good shot. I get hit so many times a week, it's not funny. Oh, good. Yeah. But depending on where you are, you're going to be hitting backhands. Getting tired? Okay. Well, we got about 2 more minutes, then we're going to take a break. Wow, you're getting really good at this, Julie. Okay, one more, then we're going to take a break. All right, let's grab a drink of water, and then we will. Yeah, no, I'm going to move them around, so I'll take them. Yeah. Grab a drink of water, then we'll have a little meeting in the lobby. And boop, 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 boop. all needs to be the same. There we go. Boom. Oh, I'm one container short. There it is. Dummy. Dummy, dummy, dummy. Ah. All right, sorry, it took me longer to set up the cones than I thought it was going to take. Okay, so you've noticed we're doing a lot of repetitions. People who were yesterday, you noticed we did a lot of repetitions yesterday. We're doing even more today. Repetitions are the key to improving. Guided repetitions, so you're not practicing bad habits. If you go out and you do your reps the same every day, and there's nobody from outside of you paying attention to what you're doing, you tend to just make your bad habits worse because they really become ingrained, right? So it's important to have repetitions. It's important to have some of them reps be guided so that somebody can correct your bad habits that are kind of creeping into your game. But right, you're going to go out and practice on your own as well. You don't always have to be with a coach to go practice. Just you need to connect with a coach every once in a while just to make sure that you aren't getting your bad habits ingrained. It's important when you do your repetitions to push yourself kind of to the edge of failure. If you're doing your reps and you're succeeding on 100% of them, it's time to make them a little harder. If you're doing your reps and you're succeeding at 75% of them, you're probably at about the right range. So some of you experienced some failure today. Today I'm not really pushing you too far. I'm just trying to teach you the drills today. But as we do them, we move them further and further back. We make the drills a little bit harder, require a little more movement, take you right to the point where you're starting to fail. When you fail, part of your brain called the hippocampus kicks in. When you're feeling frustration, that's when you're learning, right? Now, you don't want to frustrate yourself so much that you stop, but you do want to frustrate yourself to the point where your brain is trying to figure out, it's trying to solve your problem. What am I doing wrong? Right? So that's my goal as your coach, is to try and get you to that point. I talk to my players all the time about avoiding the urge to say sorry when you miss. Yeah. Because your hippocampus processes your mistakes very, very quickly unless you interrupt it. If you start talking while your hippocampus is processing, you're interrupting it. So it becomes less effective. When you make a mistake, the proper response is silence. Be silent for a few seconds. Don't feel the need to apologize. We're at practice. Everybody here is expected to hit bad shots. That's how you learn to hit good shots. So don't apologize. If you're going to apologize after practice. Say, oh, sorry, I hit really bad feeds today. Now, I tell you this, but I do it all the time to my students. I say, oh, sorry, bad feed, oh, my mistake, blah, blah, blah. So I do it too. It's human.
We're Canadian.
Exactly. Right. But try to resist that urge. Don't feel the need to apologize for every bad shot. make bad shots, get frustrated by them. That's part of the learning process. Any questions about that? Okay, so the last half hour, we try and take what we did in the second half hour and make a little game element to it. So when we go back onto the court, you're going to notice that there's one tower in the center of each side of the court. So we're going to have teams now on either side trying to knock each other's tower down. We will rotate whenever the rally ends or whenever a tower gets knocked down. The team whose tower gets knocked down, while they're resetting, the other three people will rotate, or we'll have to do it differently on the 250 court, but on the 300 court. So if you guys are playing together and your tower gets knocked down while you guys are rebuilding your tower, the other three players are going to rotate. And that adds an element of randomness to it. On the 250 court, I'm going to be playing with you guys, so we'll do the same thing. All right, I don't think you guys are going to need me because this is the game section, but if you need me, just wave at me and I'm going to come over and talk to you. All right, let's go do that.
So do we serve from the back?
No, we're going to start. You'll be about the white line. Yeah, somewhere around there. All right, so we're going to be somewhere between the red and the white line to start. Somewhere between the red and the white line to start. We'll start. Tracy, do you mind being the person at the post to start? Okay, you can serve, Patty. Well, serve it towards the cones. Yeah, you're trying to knock the cones down. Okay. All right, rally broke down, so let's rotate one position. All right, rotate one position. I'll serve. Ready? Here we go. Very close. I like the way you're backing up from the ball, Lynn. Well done. Okay, anybody can serve. It doesn't really matter. Okay, we're standing way too close to our... There we go. All right. So don't step in front of your cones to hit the ball. Let it bounce twice. Sometimes it might bounce twice before it knocks the cones down. Yeah, let it bounce twice. That's fine. Don't come in front of your cones. You want to back up, Patty. Way too close. There we go. Okay, rotate one position. Are you ready, Patty? You're going to get him. Oh, nice try. Nice try, Michelle. Oh, did she get him? Let him bounce. Let it bounce twice. Don't go in front of the cones, Lynn. Nice try. Okay, rotate one. How you guys doing? Yay! It's okay. Rotate one. Yay! Oh, so close. Oh, Tracy. That was yours, Tracy. Oh, you're in. Hey! Okay, rotate. Very close, Tracy. Somebody's going to get it, I can feel it. All right, here we go. Oh, so close. Hey! Okay, so while they're picking up, we rotate. So you're over here, Patty. Yep, and you're going to rotate to there. Patty, you're here. Yep, you're right here. You need a ball? You guys stay where you are. Patty, or you're there, Lynn. You're there. You're on the post. Yeah, there we go. Oh, so close. Okay, rotate. Oh, okay, we rotate. We rotate. So you come to here, you come to there, I come to here. I'll take the ball in. You guys stay there. You stay there. Both of you stay there. Wherever you were. Wherever you were. Is that where you were? Okay, awesome. Oh, so close. Okay, rotate one position. Stay well back of your cones. Well back. Very close. Oh, very close. Oh, so close. Nice try. I like how low you're keeping it, Michelle. Let it bounce. Don't go in front. Oh. Why can't you? It'll come. Oh, so close. Oh, no one. Okay, we rotate. So, Tracy, we rotate. So you go over there. Yep. There we go. Yeah, should rotate. No, you guys stay where you are. Oh, so close. Well done. Okay, rotate. All right, we want to stay back of our cones, Patty. Haha, rotate. Hey! Hey! Okay, re-rotate here, Patty. So you're going to be there. You're there, and I'm here. Good stuff. Oh, so close. Okay, everybody come into the net for 1 second. So my paddle face tells the ball where to go, right? Am I going to hit the cones or am I going to hit the ceiling? Am I going to hit the cones or am I going to hit the ceiling? That's going to be the net for sure. right? If I wanted to just come up over the net and come down and be able to get the cones on a low bounce, right? I don't want my paddle pointing up when I make contact. I want it pointing towards the cones. So think of it this way. So I have what's called dyspraxia because I'm autistic. So I need to organize my body around my palm, the palm of my hand. Yeah, I have to point the palm at my target and then organize my body around the palm, right? So when I'm holding the racket, I'm always thinking about where my palm is facing. And I try and make my palm face the cones, right? So the cones, but a little bit above the height of the net, right? So I'm always thinking about that. And it helps if I'm behind the ball and I'm a little bit low, so I'm kind of looking the right height over the net. So maybe try that for yourselves. Think about your palm and trying to keep the ball going, the palm pushing the ball towards the cones. Okay? Maybe do a bounce serve, Patty. A bounce serve. It'll be easier for you. Oh, all right. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, just drop. There you go. That was awesome. Very good. Very good. You can serve it. Yeah, anybody can serve from anywhere. Hey! Nice try, Patty. You'll get there. Bounce. Oh, so close. Okay, rotate one.